Children, I welcome you to the first session of the chapter Agriculture, Farming and its Types. Agriculture is the process of growing crops, it refers to the tilling of fields. Nowadays, agriculture is a much wider term and it is not only about the growing of crops but also about the rearing of animals. And crops also include horticulture crops, fruits, vegetables, decorative flowers, and more. Now, there are various factors influencing agriculture. Of course, the climatic conditions. Different types of crops require different climatic conditions, and climate plays a very important role. And so, we classify the crops also on the basis of seasons like kharif crops, rabi crops, zaid crops, relief features. The type of topology really matters. While plains are known as granaries of India or granaries, otherwise also, the hilly areas and the mountainous areas are not suitable for agriculture. The lowland plays a vital role in growing crops. Now, soil also plays a very important role. Different types of soils have different nutrients, they're rich in different nutrients, and they support different types of plants. Socio-economic factors, the policies of the government, development of irrigation, system of land ownership, policies of the government, technological development play a very important role. Then there are various types of farming. Now, on the basis of availability of land, agriculture can be classified as intensive agriculture or extensive agriculture. Intensive is done on a small piece of land, while extensive is done on large piece of land. Now, on the basis of objectives of cultivation, agriculture is mainly subsistence and commercial. Objective means what is your objective? If you want to grow the crop for your self consumption, like we do it in the garden, right? That is subsistence farming, right? And the farmers who have very small piece of land, they grow crops only for the consumption of the family. That is subsistence agriculture. And commercial agriculture is when you grow crops on a large scale for commercial purposes to sell it in the market and earn profit. Now, subsistence farming is further classified as intensive subsistence farming and primitive subsistence farming. Intensive subsistence farming, because of the inheritance laws, land gets divided amongst the children. For example, a farmer has 5 acre of land and 5 sons. Then in the next generation, each son would have 1 acre of land. Now each son would like to get maximum benefit from the minimum land by employing more fertilizers, HYV seeds. This is known as intensive subsistence agriculture. It is practiced in the countries with high population like China, Japan, India. Now, by when the farmers use HYV seeds, fertilizers, they put a lot of pressure on water resource and land resource. So it is necessary that crop rotation is practiced. Manures are used instead of fertilizers to maintain the fertility of the soil. Now, if I talk of primitive subsistence farming, as the name suggests, it means outdated methods of farming. It is of two types. See, primitive means when the farmer uses outdated methods, outdated technology, simple tools. It is of two types: nomadic herding and shifting cultivation. Nomadic herding, nomads. Nomads are the people who move from one place to another according to the needs of their cattle. For example, during the severe winter, the farmers, along with their cattle, move to the low lying areas to prevent severe winter. And as soon as it gets summer, they move to a higher altitude to prevent severe summer. So, this is nomadic herding when they move with their cattle, and their cattle provides them water, meat, and it's the source of their livelihood. The second that we have is shifting cultivation. This was practiced on a large scale by the tribal people in the earlier times. It is also known as Jhuming in Northeast India. but then this is a very hazardous way. It leads to deforestation, it might lead to forest fires. In this, one piece of land is burnt, and in the ashes only the seeds are sown. In the ashes only the seeds are sown. And once the crop is grown, then again this field is abandoned, and the farmers move from one place to another. See, in earlier times this was possible when the population was less and the lands were in abundance, they were in plethora, but now it is not possible to burn a piece of land and to sow the seeds in the ashes after the first monsoon and then abandon the field later on. Now, in the next one, we shall be discussing about the commercial farming. Till then, take very good care of yourselves. Thank you and have a great day ahead.